All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. This is going to be a lesson going into how the whole alphabet and rainbow agenda is being used to implement the main and ultimate agenda, which is to try and help achieve Revelation, the 13th chapter and the 16th verse, by where people are going to get CHIP'd, right, in their head or in their forehead, or in their hand or in their forehead, man. And I'm gonna prove how that agenda is being used to further push this thing, man. So first, I'm gonna go to this. This is Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So the scriptures say, woe unto people that try and take something that's wicked and make it be considered righteousness, right? And there's a lot of people that try and make things that are wicked be considered righteous, man. There's a lot of people that try and take wicked things and apply them to things that are damn devils, man. Salakia. Yeah, there's a lot of Salakia, man. Yeah, like I said, man, there's a lot of people that try and take wicked things and apply it to things and try and make it seem as though these things are good. There's a lot of people that try and do that, right? Let me read this again. With Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So woe unto you, that people that are saying that things that are bad are good and things that are dark are lightness, right? And things that are evil are righteous, right? Verse 21. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength to mingle strong drink. So pretty much woe unto anybody that's wicked, man, right? Woe unto them that are prudent in their own eyes, it says in verse 21. And the people that are prudent to do things in their own eyes are these Edomites. Like, as I was doing this lesson, and you might have just heard me say out loud, damn devils, I saw a pack of 4 wild Edomites. A pack of four wild Edomites, man. And it was like doing some demonic faces, man, like gnashing their teeth and pointing at me doing some, like one in particular, man. It's like pointing at me doing some like weird faces, man. Like, these people are some evil demonic gremlins, man. Right? And really, we already know what Edomites really would want to do if they thought they could get away with it, right? If they thought they could get away with it unscathed, right? Then they would try and do these things that they have in their mind to try and do to us, man. But Yahweh is protecting us if we're doing the right things anyway, so they can't do nothing to us, right? Now let me carry on reading this again. Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 21. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. So these Edomites are prudent in their own eyes and wise in their own sight, right? And they've also then, because of that, tried to turn things that are wicked into things that are righteous. So let's go into the scriptures and go into certain things, right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto Yahweh thy power. But in this world, they teach that that's righteous, right? Here's another thing, right? Here's another thing. Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. So all these people that are out here doing this LGBT stuff, right? They're evil and wicked in the sight of Yahweh. They're abominations, man. But I'm gonna go into the scriptures and I'm gonna show, right? I'm gonna show that there's many people that actually think that this stuff is okay, and that this whole agenda is linked into the mark, man. And let me go into this, right? So first thing that you're gonna see here is this is the musician Prince, and he had a certain symbol associated with him, right? And this symbol is a combination of the symbol for a man and a symbol for a woman, right? So it's trying to combine the two genders together. That's what this symbol's showing. And Prince was always known for that kind of thing, man. Right? He was always known for kind of being a what's it called, man? Metrosexual. He was known for his metrosexual ways, to where certain people, if they looked at him from far enough, would kind of doubt whether he's a man or a woman, or would kind of be like questioning what his sexuality is, because he wanted to try and blur the lines, because the elites used him, right? The Illuminati used this guy and guys like him to try and blur the lines between genders, man, right? They use this, and that symbol is very similar to the transgender symbol, right? To the transformer symbol. Let me say it in that terminology, because you can't even say anything these days, man. Now, I looked up the symbols, all of these different symbols, right? And as you can see in the top left, you got the male symbol, and then the top, just a bit further to the right of that, you got the male symbol. And if you turn that male symbol downwards, and front that point arrow downwards, and add it to that female symbol, you will get exactly what I showed here of this Prince symbol, right? Now, if you look at all of these symbols here, right, I just spend a bit of time looking at all these symbols, and I'll leave it on the screen, and you'll see that there's differences in all of the symbols, right? But there's one similarity in all of the symbols. And the similarity in every single symbol is that there's a circle in there, right? There's a circle in every single symbol, right? And if you look at the end, at the bottom right of all of these symbols, you'll see at the bottom right, it has a sexuality type that these demons have made right there, called asexual, right? Which that is like, it's proper bugged out, man. It's basically where these people try and say that they're not interested in that at all, right? They're not interested in them kind of things, and that in them kind of behaviors at all. So it's almost like they're trying to make out like they've transcended above, right? Above that, right? But really, it's just a way to try and blur the lines between what people are, so that you kind of like, man, I'm not into any of that kind of stuff. So that it's almost like you're not a human, or you've transcended the human appetite for these things, which is a thing that humans are supposed to have, because Yahweh said that. But it's so, like, let me say it like this: a man's only supposed to deal with a woman, and a woman's only supposed to deal with a man. But it's natural for men to want to be with women, and for women to want to be with men. And the scriptures say, "Be fruitful and multiply." Right? That's what the scriptures say. The scriptures let it be known that you're supposed to be fruitful and multiply, man. Right? But these Edomites have tried to make it be normal to want to be this circle at the bottom right. Now, if you stay looking at that symbol of the circle, and then what you'll notice now, when I go and look up this, and look up the symbol for transhumanism, right? I'm going to look up the symbol. I already did it previously, and I looked at the symbol for transhumanism, and you'll see that the transhumanism symbol, there's a couple of different designs here, but I'm going to focus on this one here, right? And you'll see that this symbol is still a circle, but it's got a H plus, right? To almost show that you're a better version of a human. So what these devils want to try and do, right? What they want to try and do is take away the people associating themselves with being a male, take away with people being associated themselves with being a female, and try and add on to all of these people, all these other different types of perverse lusts. And that's why you hear all these people say stuff like, I'm gender fluid, and all of this type of weirdo talk, right? All of these evil different doctrines. You hear people say that there's 52 genders and all of this madness, right? Because really they want to try and blur the lines of what a human even is, right? And people are already starting to do that madness. You've got people, you had that demon Ketanji Brown saying she can't explain what a woman is, but at the same time she's the first so-called black woman to achieve something, right? And then you have other people saying that men can have children. Oh, that gender's a social construct, and all of this different type of talk. age ain't nothing but a number, right? People trying to say all of these kind of things. And there's, even if you look it up enough, if you look hard enough, you'll see that there's even people trying to say that race is a social construct. But not as many people are prepared to believe that one right now, because these Edomites know that they get advantages from being an Edomite. So they don't want to try and give up that one just yet. That'll be one of the last things that they want to try and take away. But they even try and still say certain things in this world anyway now, by where they say, oh, we're all human. We're all human at the end of the day. That's what they say. But the scriptures let you know different. Because we ain't all equal, right? There's differences. And there's a nation that's better than everybody else. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So there's differences, man. And the Israelites are better than everybody else. They're better. The Israelites are better than other people. But this world is trying to slowly tear down all the normal things of this world, so that they can try and blend all of these different symbols here, so that people can just become the circle, right? And then when they can get people comfortable trying to say that they're the circle one, the one that's just the circle itself in the bottom right-hand corner, then they'll have completely changed everyone's minds to then be able to really easily manipulate everybody into saying, you know what? I want to be the circle, but I want to be an even better circle. I want to be a H plus. And when the people's bugged out minds are gonna want to be that H plus, well then this is what they're gonna be doing, man. All these people that are onto this, all of these alphabet people, they'll happily take these devices, man. All of these alphabet people and this transhumanism thing and alphabet thing are linked. If you look it up, you'll see that they're linked, man. They're both part of this. They're both like what's the same? Two sides of the same coin. Because these T's, they think, well, I was born wrong, so let me change what I was born and become the right way. Just like how these transhumanists will say, oh, I'm supposed to have magnetic powers in my hand, so I'm gonna insert an electromagnet into my wrist so that I can gather coins or something stupid like that, right? So that I can merge man with machine. And people might think that that's far-fetched, but this is another doctrine that's being used to try and further push and make it easier for them to push this device on people, man. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16, and it calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, because they want to try and blend all of this in. Right? They want to blend this, and they want to be able to say, make people think that, oh, that they're becoming better, or they've become almost godlike. And I saw an article where they mentioned and referred to these transhumanists as being almost godlike once they've gone through these things. And they're also planning on using this technology to try and think that they're going to become immortal as well. And people might think, oh, nah, that's far-fetched. They're not trying to do that. They are trying to do that. Part of the whole reason why they're pushing this whole alphabet stuff, right, is because they want to blur the lines on what people are and just be like, anyone can do anything that they want to do. We're all just all the same thing, right? There's no differences between anyone. And in fact, we can even become better. Like there's changes that these bodies can be given that we can make for ourselves, and we can just edit whatever things we want to do. Like these bodies are just a template, but we can edit the template to whatever we want to do. That's what they're trying to do, man. But everyone that accepts this doctrine is being deceived and is going to get destroyed ultimately. Revelation chapter 19 and verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire, burning with brimstone. So everyone that takes this stuff is going to be deceived anyway. They can get as proud as they want to be, right? They can do it, try and think of whatever witchcraft they want to do in their mind, but ultimately it's going to be them that's getting destroyed, not us. right? They're the ones that's going to lose at the end of all of this, man. They're the ones that's going to lose. And I'm gonna end the lesson there. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Makar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the nation of Israel. Shalom.